Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Why I Love Flagler County. Just your local podcast spotlighting local residents, local businesses on why they like Flagler and why they like running their business in Flagler. So today, I'm super excited to have my guest, Xiaoya, with me today. I might have gotten the tones wrong. My tones are so bad in Chinese. It's like the only thing I can't do. But thank you so much for coming on and sharing a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Missy. Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure to attend your video. And
Awesome.
it's
Yeah.
I have a long story with Flagler County. And
Yeah.
I moved here like 8 years ago, and there weren't many cars on the street and less people. And people are always being friendly and supportive to each other. And nowadays, like I noticed, like how fast the community grows over time. And there's like more traffic on the road and more people. And I love Flagler County, and for a personal reason, here is
Yeah.
the place where me and my husband met each other. Yeah, we met each other at Flagler County in Palm Coast, and now we have a 2-year-old daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we expanded our family here and expanding our business here is our next step.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. Yeah, you were kind of sharing with me that so you've been here for about 8 years and then that you had moved around, like you went to school in Daytona and then you went to Orlando for a little bit. How does Flagler compare to like Daytona and Orlando?
well, I feel like Palm Coast because right
Hmm.
now I'm living in Palm Coast. So here is uh more convenient
Hmm.
in your lifestyle, I would say. Like probably not convenient for shopping, but if you want to live here,
Right.
if you want to do things here, here is more convenient.
Yeah.
That you have,
Mhm.
yeah, you have like a less wait time if you want to like get something done.
Yeah, definitely. It's like so much more tight knit. So there's more like of a sense that you want to help the people, you want to fulfill the orders, you want to be a little bit faster than maybe sometimes in Orlando they might take a little bit time longer because they have a little bit more to do.
Right.
Maybe it's just how the workflow goes over there. But that's so cool. And you've had your business is relatively new on your own for about a year, but you're telling me you've been in aromatherapy for about 5 years. How'd you get started
Yes.
in that?
Well, I started my aromatherapy journey in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
That's the year is the hardest year for me because
Mm.
I lost my beloved family member and
I'm sorry.
lost my very first pet within a year, and all the grief came at me and resulting in my immune functions breaking down.
Mm.
Now the medicine would work for me at that time. I couldn't get out of bed for 2 weeks, and that's where I even lost my voice. I had to say
Mm.
that that's something I've never experienced. Like I couldn't talk, I couldn't make
Right.
even a sound, and that's when I met my mentor, Jennifer Pressmont. She is the awesome person that's lighting up on my life, and she guided me through with teaching me aromatherapy skills
Mm-hmm.
and share supportive knowledge. And after I fully recovered, I decided to continue the journey with my using my knowledge and using my support to benefit more people. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how my company started. I founded Soul Aroma last year, but I've been doing like supportive help, supportive things within 5 years. And I've seen how many people get benefit, and I decided to make this even bigger. So I expand my knowledge. This year, I am in a clinical aromatherapy program right now. So I could use my knowledge to benefit more people in a professional manner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll be having my specialist program starting in 2024, so which is
Okay.
next year.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's just basically getting more professional and getting all the knowledge together and support others is my mission.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I'm so glad that, you were able to find this natural way to kind of deal with all of those emotions because it can be so hard when they build on top of each other and then it just kind of, like you said, comes at you all at once. Um, what are some things that you've learned while having your business in the past year that you weren't maybe expected for, but it's been a fun learning lesson or anything like that?
Or many things. The first thing I learned is you never let your question stop you.
Mm,
Because like I know like before you do something, you will always hesitate. You will always want to ask questions like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I'm doing something wrong? But all those questions, it remains in your head when you started a business. Because
hmm.
the real question will not tell you what it is. The
Right.
challenge, yeah, the real challenge is you can never imagine what is gonna happen.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
just get a start, hit the start, and you will know, and you will find out all those opportunities and those peoples, they're gonna come to you.
Hmm. Yeah, I think a huge part that I've learned as well is that, like you said, you're not going to have all the answers, but you'll have to find the answers along on the journey. And being open and patient to be like, okay, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. And then you do figure it out. And then you're like, oh, that makes sense. But I could only know that after I had done this thing and after I'd stepped out of my comfort zone in places like that.
Right. That's
Yeah.
that's what I learned from the beginning. Yeah,
That's a
I'm
great, yeah. Sometimes people have told me that it's taken them years to learn that because it's so uncomfortable that they were never open to it. And I think that's once you have that kind of understanding, a lot of the other things can come a little bit easier. I would love for you to share just a little bit about what you do, and just in case anyone's not super familiar with different aromatherapy or different ways that it can help them, I would love for you to share a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. The first thing is I use essential oils to benefit people, and essential oils is the key for aromatherapy. But there's much more to learn because the skills of the blending
Mhm.
and understanding of the essential oil language. Because like sometimes the same oil does not smell the same to different people.
Mm,
So that's how people react to essential oil. That's what I need to translate into our human language,
right.
right? So like some people smell like basil. Well, basil it's supposed to be like refreshing and
Hmm.
grassy and maybe a little bit like a spice. And but like some people smell it like a tomato. So that's when I need to step in and let them know what is going on here and what is the help you might need. And
Hmm.
if people saying they're overwhelmed, which means they don't have enough space to breathe.
Right.
So like that's the time that I know that cypress essential oil will help. Because
Hmm.
that tree oil is gonna give you space to breathe it in. Once you have the space to breathe it in, you will not be overwhelmed.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I'm like a interpreter between essential oil and human.
Wow, that's a great way to put it. Like for like example, like you were saying that like for me, I love the smell of lemons and it's very like those like citrusy smells are very soothing for me. But like for someone like my dad, he doesn't like them and it's not the same emotion and feeling that it invokes in him that it does in me. So I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense is people think they can just kind of go and get some essential oils off like the grocery store, the first thing they see. But sometimes what works for someone else on the internet might not work for you. So I think you being there and being able to guide them on their journey and help them figure out their goals is really useful for them.
Right. And that's why I do not recommend people to just grab a oil like on the shelf. So
Hmm.
um you mentioned like you like lemon, and lemon is the oil that is guide you. That's there to support you with your journey.
Hmm.
So like once you have a thought, you feel like you want to go on that path, and you don't know if you should do that. Lemon is here telling you, let's go. Like I'm ready to guide you. I'm guiding
Oh.
you this way.
Wow, that's so cool. I had no idea. So that's all, like so many about all the different types of scents and all the oils out there and what they kind of represent. So that's so cool. I had never realized that before.
Well, I learned this language from like my past experience, because at the beginning, and I had the same like a thoughts with you, because I just feel like I like some scent, but I don't know like what does that mean. It just all the 5 years it took me to learn a lot of the language from essential oils. So
Hmm.
now I'm still studying, and I'm still continue educating myself, and to provide the benefits to others, so people will know what is going on with them. Because some like a mental or emotional issue is not gonna appear once it gets really serious.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So, what is the best way someone can get in contact with you to learn more about your oils, how you can help them, and how you can support them?
Oh, well, right now I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I will be having my online shop for next year. I'm still building on that.
Hmm.
And people also can reach me at the email. It's info@soularoma.com. I'm sorry, it's info@soularoma.net, net.
Okay, awesome. And I'll make sure I have those links in the description so people can click on them a little bit easier and check out and see all the great stuff that you have to offer. You do a lot of great natural health, wellness, for people who might get scared about going, to the doctors or things like that, which can be, some people like it, some people don't, but I think this is a really great alternative. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing so much about your journey and then all what the scents mean and everything like that. That's super cool. So I appreciate your time today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure again.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. Well, I'll see you all next time. Thank you.
Bye.